our job as educators and your job as VR providers to make sure that we have the tools for them to succeed.
2 years ago, there was a nurse that was telling me a story. She was at an outpatient office and a 14-year-old came in to have a mole removed, and they didn't let the prep dry long enough, and it sparked. And after going in for a simple mole removal, he left with second and third degree burns on half of his face.
I know a little girl. Through surgicalfires.org, that a little girl, there's like a 9-year-old that had the same exact thing, Sean. Exactly. Mole removed, her face is gone.
Yeah, it's you never know, right? And it's some of the when we don't pay attention to are the smaller cases. We'll pay attention during a really big case, but we take for granted, oh, this is just a simple trach, or this is just a simple thyroidectomy. They let their guard down, and before you know it, you're in a really bad situation.
By doing it in the virtual reality, this is a game changer for the education, for the importance of the fire risk, and it gets rid of that sitting in front of I don't know how many. Sean has been in healthcare, but Sean, remember when they'd sign you 32 modules and you click through the end of it? And then you do your best to try to pass the pre-test or the post-test so you could just get it done, get it off your table. I had 34 modules and I have till 3 days from now to get them done. So I'm going to do the best I can just to get through those things. Did I learn anything? Absolutely not. Will I remember any of it? 100% is no. You have to actually know what you're doing. So it changes the process. So blended learning helps people that no matter what kind of an adult learner you are, you get your needs met so that it becomes muscle memory. Because without muscle memory, we don't do it in real time. We can preach and talk and walk the walk and talk the talk, but unless people have the tools to succeed where they remember what those tools are, they won't.
It's mandatory that we cover fire in the OR at least once annually for Joint Commission. We're really supposed to do it twice. We really should do it quarterly because it can happen that fast. So originally my goal was to just bring them into the most current Silverstein risk assessment, which includes a fire risk score, talking about it during the timeout, writing it on the board, and having water on every single back table for every single procedure. Okay, that was my goal. I said, I'm gonna have like little crumpled up blue, orange pieces of paper all over the floor that are acting like fire. I'm gonna put a dummy on the bed. I'm gonna simulate a fire with shiny little things that flip around. And then I'm gonna have a couple people at the head of the bed and say, guess what, your patient's on fire, now manage it. Okay, so that's the best I could do, short of getting somebody to lay there and let me throw water on them. Then I found out about VR. Game changer. Rewrote the entire curriculum, the entire presentation, completely rewrote it. This is a 100% game changer in my world.
Yeah. What you guys have provided to the healthcare industry and education, people don't even understand yet because it's not out there enough yet. They don't understand the benefits of this, or what will it do for me? What will it do for my institution?
We received 61 handwritten comments. Some were short and sweet, like amazing, great, VR is the thing, virtual reality, yay. One of them talked about how fire is a caution that has to be in the forefront of your mind, like legit, like he wrote this all, he typed it. When preparing your Mayo stand, it taught me that I need to do X, Y, and Z, which was wonderful. And other things like actually doing it made me feel more comfortable in the situation and better prepared for the real thing. Others said things like, I realize now how horrifying this can be, because you can actually see the patients post-operatively as the result of burns, right? You can see the burns on the patient. So that part of that reality was very powerful. Anesthesia providers went in, surgeons went in, because they knew that they could hear the staff having fun. And I don't want to minimize that, because if learning's not fun, like Janice says, we're doing it wrong. And if learning's not fun, they won't participate. And I think the beauty of this VR and the success was because it was plain fun.
They had never put on a headset before. They didn't know what it was about. They're not necessarily gamers, but for them to put it on and it to be so easy for them to use, and then to know that they have somebody there protecting them in the room, one of our super users, so they won't stumble around. The laughter, the joy, the giggling that would come along with that as they're learning, and like, oops, I did that wrong. Oh, I want to redo it because I need a better score, right? So the realization of how the learning was happening, it's mind-blowing, Chris. I can't, even describe for you. Watching that happen here at St. Charles, we just haven't seen this culture of wanting to learn, the desire to be engaged. We haven't seen that before.
During the VR, they became fearful of their lack of preparedness to put that fire out. And that little nugget of fear is very valuable in an operating room. Like, you can't get too cocky, and we've got a habit of getting cocky and comfortable in the OR, like it's never going to happen to me until it does. So I make rounds every day, several times a day, and I look into the operating rooms, and the people that were non-believers about having water on their sterile field, guess what?
They have water on their sterile field now.
Out of 4 rooms today, 4 rooms had water on their sterile field. And I didn't even change the policy yet.
VR can do it better, faster, and more efficiently, because individual participation, the fear is always that, when you're doing a sim, you have 4 people in one sim station. And typically what you see is the ones that feel a little bit more confident, those are you've got 1 or 2 people that step up and the others kind of stand back and observe, quotes unquote. But in VR, everybody has to do it. So everybody learns the same information.
Gone are the days of putting a bunch of people in an auditorium, but you could have 1 person or 2 people at a time with a VR and get the same result.